Shamai, my name is Elaini Vargas. I'm the Youth Programs Director for IAC. I came up in youth programming. Very happy to be here today. We're going to show a short video about our youth program. It's about 2 minutes. It was really interesting to find a passion in ag that I didn't know existed. Once I got to speaking and meeting different people and seeing what agriculture looked like across the nation and across Indian country, I just kind of fell in love with the people and the places.
When we talk about youth in agriculture, one of the things you hear over and over is that the average age of farmer is rising. So I think it's somewhere around 65 years old right now.
It's just amazing to see that at one point we were these motivated youth wanting to make changes in Indian country, and now we're here helping them make the changes that we set out to change.
These conferences basically makes a pathway in your life, and it shows you everything that's very available in life.
IAC and IFAI have done a good job of recognizing that so much of our leaders of tomorrow are built through programs like this.
I've learned that my passion is youth programming, and I'm very excited to be a part of the team and create more summits for Native youth in the nation.
It's a really great thing about IAC and working with youth is that they come to the table with so many perspectives and such fresh, creative outlooks on life that they remind us what is really important. Wowee, I haven't even seen that yet. Try not to be emotional. That was really, really beautiful. Thank you, communications team, for putting that together. Again, I'm Elaini Vargas, really happy to be here. Today I'm introducing our essay contest. This is a contest that's gone on for a couple years now. For 2023 here, the topic that we chose is, have you heard about the Farm Bill? Raise the hands. Farm Bill? Okay, looks good. You're gonna learn a lot today if you didn't raise your hand. We had 92 submissions for our essay contest. That's the most that we've ever had. We were able to accept 40 of those youth from ages 14 to 18, high school age, all across the nation. We have 3 finalists. They're all tied for first. They did amazing. And then we've got 2 honorable mentions. We chose the topic of the Farm Bill, as a Farm Bill year. We really wanted to get the youth perspective and the youth voice really on board. And so we asked them to choose one of the 12 titles outlined in Gaining Ground that was created by the Native Farm Bill Coalition. We asked them to expand on it, relate to it themselves, their community members, really tell us a story of how they see themselves either in these titles or if they don't see themselves in these titles, because that's what's going to inform our tasks for the year. I would really like to congratulate all of those amazing submissions, all 92. I'd like to super congratulate the 40 that are here today. They're all sitting here on the floor. They did the flag procession. Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to just do a couple thanks real quick before I bring our youth up. I'd like to thank our board for the continued support and communication for this essay contest. I'd like to thank our IAC team, Sunshine, Azalea, Mary Jane, Natalie, IFAI, Summer Wilkie, and myself for reading through the 92 essays in 2 days. Y'all were amazing. Thank you so much for being a team. I'd like to also thank some of the folks who gave awards today and created those, which you'll see after the finalists read through their essays. Ducheneau Awards Kelsey for the beading work, her aunt Megan for amazing beading work, DX Woodworking. You can see them all here on the table displayed. I'd like to thank Craig Ironpipe specifically, board member, who brought these beautiful hats and beanies. And now I'd like to introduce our first essay finalist who will read through her essay. Her name is Taryn McCaa. She's from the Cherokee Nation in Elmore City, Oklahoma.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to speak today. The United States American Farm Bill has transformed the U.S. by helping provide programs to ensure food security in America and our Native communities. For Americans, this bill is a necessity to keep food prices fair, protect and sustain our natural resources, and make sure we continue to have an adequate food supply. Conservation is a necessary part of farmers' and ranchers' duties in order to continue to have good quality land to produce crops for our country. This part of the Farm Bill is necessary to continue to have clean water, good soil, and wildlife. The nutrition part of the Farm Bill helps with food assistance programs across the United States. It also helped create the Food Distribution Program on Indian Reserves, which provides states with money to award grants to eligible entities, including tribal nations and other organizations for small-scale gardening, herding, and livestock operations. This is a great opportunity to teach people to grow their own food products. Different nutritional programs make up 76% of the total spending in the Farm Bill. Americans pay insurance for houses, cars, life, jewelry, trailers, and more. Just as Americans take risks every day when they drive a car, people and agriculture take risks every day too. Without crop insurance, these risks could make farmers or ranchers lose their land or crops, depending on the current market. The United States needs to make sure that all available land is being used to help sustain our food supply. We need to create a task force to help identify this land, learn how to utilize it correctly, and find ways to help ensure the future food and water supply of Americans. The Farm Bill is so important to Americans in the agricultural industry. I plan on attending college to earn my veterinarian medicine degree, open my own practice, and continue to help expand my family ranch. Research completed to help agricultural issues and create innovative programs will influence my future in more ways than one. The future is bright for the agricultural industry and all those involved in it. As Americans, we need to continue to work towards the common goal of feeding our future generations and supporting those in tribal nations for the United States to continue to have the most abundant country in the world. Thank you.
Yahui, Taryn, thank you. All right, for our next speaker, I'd like to welcome Josie Michael to the stage. Josie is a member of the Blackfeet Nation and is from Browning, Montana.
Oki, my name is Josephine Michael. I come from the Rumney Ranch that's located on the North Fork of the Milk River that's on the Blackfeet Reservation in northern Montana. I am a sixth-generation rancher of our cattle operation. I'm proud to be part of the Blackfeet, and I want to thank everyone who had a part in getting me here today. These people include my parents, Bo and Susie Michael, Jimmy Champ, Craig Ironpipe, and most importantly, IAC. The Farm Bill isn't something I've heard about. However, it affects me and my family because we are full-time ranchers. And the more I research about it, the more it affects my life. The Farm Bill covers a wide variety of programs and concerns in the ranch and farm industry. As a Native American woman ranching on the reservation, taking advantage of these government-funded operations would help livestock producers be more successful. The Farm Bill is not only for people who specifically produce livestock. The Farm Bill supports farms and crops. Agriculture keeps everyone in the world fed. If we didn't protect our agriculture, our communities would be starved. Agriculture leads to work in several other sectors. The Farm Bill is essentially a revisable document that is supposed to help agriculture reflexively respond to a changing world. The Farm Bill attempts to have an impact on everyone who is in agriculture. As the Farm Bill has 12 titles, commodities are the nourishing energy source of our planet. Rural development is a big topic and is very helpful. If we didn't have rural development, we wouldn't have schooling in our tiny farming towns. We wouldn't have a source of medical assistance. Title V offers ways that can support and keep our agriculture operation up and running. Title III is trade. As our markets are fluctuating every day, Title III is there for your products to access the international market. All three of these topics have been discussed, are very important from each other. They all lead to one thing, and that's helping agriculture strive. Thank you for being here and listening to the Farm Bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. And for our last speaker, I'd like to welcome Emerson Hackford. He's a member of the Northern Ute Tribe from Uinta and Ouray Reservation in Utah.
Okay. What is invisibility? Webster's dictionary defines it as incapable of being seen. But what about when you can see yourself in the mirror, yet feel invisible in your own community? As an Indigenous person, this is a reality, a silence which poisons us as a heavy blanket, causing a lack of support and coverage in the media. This invisibility leads to numerous issues, such as food insecurity, economic poverty, and declining public health in tribal communities. But there's hope. The Farm Bill, an omnibus law that governs agricultural food programs and holds the power to address these issues. Native American communities face the highest poverty rates in the United States, causing food insecurity to affect 1 in 4 people on all reservations. The Farm Bill offers a solution. Through its provisions and titles related to production services, credit nutrition, and economic development for tribal producers and communities, it creates growth. The Farm Bill addresses public health issues with provisions for high-quality, nutritious foods which nourish our bodies and nourish Native communities as a whole. They replace the current unhealthy options which lie as unhealthy, overprocessed, saturated, fattening foods. To better our food choices, we can rely on the Farm Bill. We can combat issues like heart disease and diabetes, which come at an all-time high in Native communities. The Farm Bill's impact extends beyond food and health. It includes measures to promote renewable energy within tribal lands, and not only this, but reduce carbon emissions, in which promote us as Indigenous peoples and a lot of our cultural aspects, with regenerative agriculture being involved as an underlying aspect. With the enhancement of agricultural efficiency, promising increased crop yields and economic benefits, ultimately, the Farm Bill's provisions can create jobs, reduce unemployment rates in Native communities, and enhance educational opportunities through youth grants and research funding. This bill offers hope for Indigenous peoples for a chance to break free from the invisibility that poisons us as Indigenous and Native peoples alike. With our resilience, we find hope. Our generations to come are a way of life. As Indigenous people, we rely on our generations to continue on our bloodlines. That we run So once again, another day, the generations which come can walk before us and continue our prosperous life as Indigenous peoples with resilience. Tagoya, thank you.
All right, thank you again to the finalists. I'd like to welcome you all on stage really quick. If I can have Kari Jo join us as well. If I can also do some honorable mentions here. Can I have Caden Kipp and Talvin Champ join me at the stage on the stairs? All right, so Kari Jo will be presenting Talvin Champ from the Blackfeet Nation in Browning, Montana as an honorable mention this year. Thank you. And the next award will be presented to Josie Michael. And the next award, our honorable mention, Caden Kipp.
She looked like a kid.
And the next for Taryn McCaa.
Where is he from?
Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. Caden Kipp is Blackfeet from Cut Bank, Montana. And the next is Taryn McCaa, Cherokee Nation. And lastly, we have Emerson Hackford, Northern Ute. Thank you, Kari Jo. Again, I'd like to just say a huge thank you to our finalists, to our honorable mentions. These folks wrote phenomenal essays, and this is not the last that you'll see of them. As you heard in their speeches, they have big plans. Talvin, Caden, thank you for being here today. Y'all are amazing. The rest of you, thank you so much. This is Youth Programs.